Okay, it is Wednesday, October 13th. I am going to uh, check out this hive and then give it a sugar water and honeybee healthy feeding. And here we go. Get rid of some of this branches here. Always in the way. All right. Looks like all the jars are empty. Give a shot of smoke here. Having the smoke going really good today. Hopefully it keeps going. Alright. I'm going to take this whole top part off. Whoops. I need my hive tool, not my brush. Alright. Okay. Whole thing off. Alright, I'm going to look inside here and see what they're doing. Also want to get rid of these mite away strips. You can see some mites. Actually, they're hive beetles, but brought a bag to put that in. Two of them here. I hope they did the job. It's supposed to kill the mites that carry diseases that make bees sick. And sometimes they get that sick they can't make it through the winter. Alright. Okay. Look in some of these and see what we got. Alright. Nothing there. I'm actually going to look in the center. That's where they tend to start. See what we got. They hadn't been building anything in the top at all. And the same here, there's nothing there. I actually cut some holes. There's a hole there, a little hole there. But they're not building out any comb at all, which is a little bit confusing. But shake the bees off because I'm going to leave this off. Since they're not building in it, I'm not going to do anything with it. Actually going to shake them all out here then. Alright. So what I'm going to do is take the whole thing off, and I'm going to shake each and every frame down into the main box, brood box. Smoker. Alright. Shake each and every one out. And I'll be taking them home with me. Alright. Shake that one down. This one down. Doesn't hurt the bees. Doesn't hurt them at all. I'm going to put this here. Gives me more room. Shake this one down. Alright. Like I said, they're not doing anything in here, so this will just be wasted space. In the winter time, you don't want wasted space in the winter because it's too much area for them to keep warm, and all that extra air is just more space for them to get cold. They need to be around 95 degrees. This one has a little tiny bit of comb built out, but it's not nearly enough for bees going into the winter. Getting agitated here. I guess I can't blame them. I'm shaking their house down. Alright. But they don't have any honey in here. no food stores. That piece of foundation is actually falling off. Alright. A couple pieces fell out of their foundation. Alright, so that is that. I'm going to set this off to the side because I am not putting it back on, and I kind of want the bees to leave. Okay, I have that top box put off to the side. Hopefully most of the bees go out of there. And I'm going to check this bottom box. The main brood box. Now obviously they have a lot of work done in here. Well, maybe it's not obvious, but they've tended to have stayed down here. But again, this frame on the end, absolutely nothing. Nothing built out. See what this one looks like. I'm gonna hope I find the queen today too. Last time I was in here, I did not see her. There's definitely some comb built out there. Stinking wax beetles. I mean hive beetles. See them crawling around. They don't really hurt the bees, but they lay their eggs in the comb and just kind of take space up. They don't need to be there. Alright, here's another one. Should try to kill them, but I tend to just flick them out of the hive. Alright. See what this one definitely has a lot of activity on it. This one was one of the original of the 5-frame nukes that I had. Lots of honey there on the top. I don't see any eggs or brood, so I don't expect to see the queen here, but I'll look anyway. A bunch of honey on the top there. Lots of bees. And I'll look for the queen anyway. And I do not see her. Just looking up, checking that box that I put up there. Hopefully all the bees are going out of that. No queen there. This next frame has a lot of bees on it. A lot of activity here. Boy oh boy. Buzzing me like crazy. But I'm protected in my bee suit. I hope they don't figure out a way to get in. They're really buzzing me. Okay, see a little bit of brood there, not much, cap brood I should say. Some honey on the sides, a little bit of pollen. Looking for a queen. Stinking hive beetle. A little bit of brood there in the center. I'm a little concerned that there's not a whole lot of brood there. I hope these other frames have more capped brood. I'm looking for a queen. Don't see any eggs at all either. They're kind of dried up. That's a little bit concerning, but lots of honey, so I'm not going to worry about it just yet. All right. Come on, ladies. Helping you out. This one looks like, again, this is the 3rd frame of the 5-frame nuke that I got in the beginning. They were already full of bees and brood. Okay, there's a lot more brood on there. A lot more. The cap brood is the orangish brown stuff in the center. Look for a queen. She tends to stay in the center to lay her eggs. Not the center, but she usually doesn't lay eggs out on the edges. Nothing there. Yep, definitely some brood there too. You know what these bees are? They have like yellow upper bodies. Just a couple of them kind of look funny. But let's look for the queen. No queen that I can see. Cannot see her. Alright. I hope I still have a queen. Like I said, last time I was in here about 3 weeks ago, never saw one. But there's definitely capped brood. So that tells me I at least had a queen. I didn't really see any eggs though, so that's a little bit concerning. Alright, let's see what we got here. 2 more frames from the boy. These bees are buzzy. Watch out, I don't want to pinch you. Alright, see what we got in this one. Boy, that thing's covered in bees. Look at all that cap brood. I would say I definitely have a queen here somewhere. Let's see if I can find her. Boy, they're really trying to buzz into my veil. Looking for a queen. Looking for a queen. No queen to be seen. Alright. I don't know if you can see the yellow ones. There's ones that have like yellow heads. Like there's one right about there. Somewhere in there. I don't know if you can see them or not. Maybe I'm not even sure exactly where to hold this, but maybe you can see them. I've never seen bees like that. This next frame is very full of bees. Hoping to find a queen on this one. I always get the feeling that bees get more agitated when you're going to grab the frame that they're on, that she's on, I mean, that the queen is on. They seem to have gotten a little bit more agitated, so I'm hoping that's a good sign here. Sometimes I wonder if when you're going from one frame to the other, that she jumps off. Alright, lots of brood on there, cap brood. Again, I'm not seeing any eggs. I'm seeing some of them, boy, they're just dropping off of there. I hope the queen didn't drop off. Guess I should check that. Yeah, I see some cap brood bees with pollen on them. No queen though. Boy, they're just dropping off of there, literally dropping off. Lots of bees on this side. Well, I see cap brood, so I'm going to assume there's a queen, even though I can't see her anywhere. She's hard to see, especially with as many bees as I have in here. I will look in this next one too. Put these frames in gently, make sure you don't squish any bees. I want to make sure she didn't fall on here and move to the other side. That one kind of looked like a queen, but then the more I looked, I think it wasn't. I'm going to shake them down in just in case the queen is on there. Check out this next one. Now this next one was an empty frame. All it had on it was foundation. Alright. Oh my goodness, they're getting excited here. Let's see what this one looks like. Like I said, I hope they don't figure out how to get through my bee suit. Alright, this looks like it's mostly pollen and some honey. No brood at all, no eggs. Alright. And the next two frames only have a little bit of comb build out, so I'm not even going to bother pulling them out. Slowly, gently push these frames together. Don't want to squish any of the bees. See the area getting smaller and they move out of the way. Hopefully. Again, like I said, I'm not going to bother putting the middle box that was on the top. I'm not going to bother putting that on. I'm just going to put the box that has the feeding jars on it, in it. Going to be this thing right here. I gotta make sure I grab the bottom also. Oh, let's get the bees off of here. Go down in so I don't squish you. Alright. Lined up real good. These jars opened up and ready to fill up. Geez, I think that's the queen right there. Definitely look like the queen down there. I think that's the queen. Where the heck did she go? I think she did fall down. Geez, that's not good. That's her right there. That's the queen. I'm glad I found that. Well, I got her back in the box. Alright. So yeah, she fell off of one of the frames earlier on. Sure am glad I found that. Found her. And she'll go right back down in the hole at the bottom here then. Okay, thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Alright, I want to get this closed up. Where did she go? That's her right there. I definitely want to make sure she gets down in the box. No, not come back up. There you go. There she went down in. Okay, that was interesting. I never had that happen before. First for everything in beekeeping. Don't need the stick. The stick is what goes under the jar. Keeps it off the bottom. And then the bees crawl underneath that and get the honey that, or the sugar water that drips out. Here comes the sugar water. Alright. Boy, they're anxious. They're on the sugar water bottles. Shake it up real good. I mixed this up about an hour or two ago. And I definitely want to make sure. You can see some sugar on the bottom probably. You definitely want to make sure it's mixed up real good. You don't want the sugar to crystallize on the bottom of the jars. Fill up these jars. Boy, I sure am glad that I saw that queen fall off. Well, I didn't see her when she fell off, but I saw her on the ground. She was outside the hive, and I'm not 100% sure she would have found her way back in. And it's getting a little late for queen, for hives to make a new queen. I don't know if they would have been able to do it or not. Empty that one. I have 3 gallons. Takes me about maybe a gallon and a half, 2 gallons to do both hives, and then I have the open feeder up here. That's empty also that I need to fill up. All right, mix this one up real good. Not going to need much out of here, obviously, because I only have 1 more jar to fill. I still want to make sure it's mixed up good. Again, this is 50-50 sugar water, just plain old granulated sugar. But I add about an ounce of Honeybee Healthy. It's basically superfood for the bees, basically. Has all kinds of nutrients and protein. Supposed to help the bees. I've never used it before. I have no idea how it works. I'm hoping that it helps them get ready for winter. Winter's coming up fast. Like I said, it's October 13th already. Out, ladies. Sorry. I think I just crushed a couple bees because I'm in too much of a hurry and they didn't get out of the way. Stick here. Alright. Stick here helps with ventilation. It gives it a little tiny gap. Can't believe that not only the queen fell off, but that I actually found her before I closed everything up. All right. So that is it for this hive. Now I am going to go check the other one out. I'm going to carry this over to the next hive, set it up. That was hive number 2 that I did first because it was the second hive. This is, I call it hive number 1 because it's the first hive I got. Okay, there's hive number 1. I'm not sure how deep I'm going to go into this. I'd really like to get down deep into the hive. Because I'm a little concerned. This thing used to just be covered in bees. And there doesn't seem to be as many bees right now as there was at one time. And I want to make sure that they're doing okay. They definitely got the cover glued down. The other thing is I could not get these 2 hives separated. I couldn't do it here. I wanted to get them separated here. And they have it glued down with propolis so good that I couldn't separate it. Now you can hear it, hear that cracking. That's the glue they use. They get like sap from trees and water and who knows what else, mud, and they make a glue and they use it to glue things together and to fill in gaps. And again, there's my mite strips. I want to throw them in my bag. Mite away, supposed to get rid of the mites, but not the bees. So that's really, bees actually glued that on top. That's crazy. See if I can scrape some of that off. Right. Look at that. And basically this orange stuff that they have it glued with, sometimes it's brown, sometimes it's orange, but that's the propolis. I don't want to leave this in here for the winter. It's already done its job. Boy, oh boy. At least my smoker's still going. Sometimes I have a hard time keeping that going from one hive to the next. Alright, I got one really buzzing at my ear here. Kinda has me scared. I'm going to take a break here. These bees are going crazy. See if I can turn this off. Holy crap. Alright, if you're wondering where I was, I took a walk because I had so many bees on me. They were starting to really kind of fill my valve. And of course, here they come right away. I think I just got stung on my head. Yeah, they found a way to sting. Boy, as soon as I got close, they just bombed me. I got to get that cover back on. and I definitely felt a sting through the top of my veil. They must be making it through the top of the, I mean, it wasn't the full stinger, but I felt the tip of a stinger. So they're kind of going nuts. I really kind of got to get this done though. But I don't know if you saw that. They just flew at me like crazy. As soon as I got here, they kind of covered the veil. I'm smoking the heck out of the veil, but I want to get those jars filled. Well, let's see if we can get it done. I think they're going to come at me again. I'm going to try to do this real fast. Here they come again. Great. Okay. Be taking breaks here. Behind the camera, smoking myself up trying to get rid of these bees. Well, I'm just going to try to do this as fast as I can. These are definitely angry bees. The other thing I want to do is I want to put my interest reducer back in. Maybe that'll get them to settle down a little bit. They don't need that big entrance anymore. Smaller entrance now. Alright. Alright, this is going to take a while, but I want to get it done. I'm going to take another walk. I mean, I guess they can't hit me. Like I said, I felt some stings through the veil. Let's just see if we can get this done real quick. Try to go as fast as I possibly can here. Only have 5 jars here. I had 6 in the other. Try to do this as fast as I can. Alright. Shake it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab everything off the bottom. It's the beginning of 5. Mix this one up real good. That one's got a leak. This one I definitely gotta. Oh, it wasn't on right. No wonder it's leaking. Okay. Mix it up real good. You'll see sugar on the bottom. Alright. Alright, number 5. 25 to 5. Get these lids on super fast. Alright. 2. Well, the one good thing I just realized, I was worried this hive wasn't as active as I thought it should be, but they sure let me know they're super active. One just got through there. Dang it. It didn't actually get inside, but I feel it. It either got through or it's inside. I can't tell. Oh, there it is. She got through. They're getting angry, and I'm gonna get the heck out of here. That's number 5. See if I can get a branch for airspace. Oops. Gotta get a little one on here. All right. And there we go, and I am done with these nasty little girls. All right. And I'm taking the the sugar water up to this feeder, and I'm going to fill that up. Alright. This one's pretty simple. You just fill this up. But what I want to do is, oops, there's some little notches here, and that's what the honey comes out through. There's not enough of them, so I'm use these pliers to make a couple more notches so they can get, not the honey, the sugar water. Okay, there's one. I guess I should take it to the inside. There's one. Here's one. Thought this would work easier. There's one. And here's one. Okay. I'm hoping this works better now. Alright. Got that. Alright. And we're going to put the rest of this last gallon of sugar water. Then make sure it's shook up real good. Alright, fill this up. And I'm getting out of here before I get stung again. I think I'm going to have to start mixing up 4 gallons. It's mixed up real good. Well, I still got bees crawling on my suit. That's a little bit unnerving when you go to take the suit off and you got bees still crawling on you. Okay. Put the lid on. Hope it seals up fairly good. Put it on top of here. Okay, it seems to be working maybe too good. But it's definitely working. All right, well. I don't know if I still got bees crawling on me or not, but I'm going to take my glove off to turn this off because I can't do it